They're freaking.
My testicles, I can't find them.
Where are my balls?
Who has taken my balls?
You know, all my characters, I have Bell as status in Roll20. I don't know who this.
Bell Delfinoi.
Okay, all good to go. See dice. Saying you're using. Oh, using Discord on. Well, you're using Discord on your MacBook, right?
Yeah.
Yo, if
Could you turn your camera on for Roll20 instead of Discord, so I can see your face? Or at least see your cat in Roll20.
Hi.
if you're gonna use Roll20, we gotta create our
How do I
own.
do that?
We gotta create our own token now, man. There's some old tokens and some of them are just random.
Oh my god.
Okay, well, she does that. No worries. What the fuck?
Turn on.
You're good to go.
Yes. Give me access to my character.
Yes, give me my character. Give me my character, man.
Yeah, let me control that man.
Bunch of needy people.
Fuck off. I just want my character, man.
Control.
Sorry, how do I turn on?
Control. Wait, shit. I think I gave. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I gave the. Iqbal. And then. Sneaky.
Can you hear me in Roll20?
No, we can't.
No.
Hello? Wait, hello? Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
I don't see my character.
You guys, you should. That's here. And you should be able to.
Okay.
All good?
Yeah.
Okay. Shall we? Bro. Mission okay?
Alright, turn on.
I don't know how Macs are different. There should be like a camera option somewhere in your URL thing, if it's the same. Then you have to like enable the camera, and then you refresh.
There we go.
There you are. Hello.
You see?
Yes, we see you.
But I can't see myself.
We can see you.
We can see you.
In Roll20?
Yes, we can see you in Roll20. Okay. Do you want to see yourself?
Yeah, I want to show my cat.
Yo, go to settings and rename your.
We're streaming all this, by the way. I just want to point that out.
Change your display name to your character.
Okay, no, I'm just gonna begin while you guys are taking that down. All right. Last we left off, we were the three of you, and I mean Malkius, Ingrad, and Qian. The three of you had just returned to, I would believe, Malkius's
Lair. Yes.
home base, his lair, if you will. And upon having reached with the broken and lifeless, the two of you did. Malkius took a short rest and then stayed up the night drinking and sobbing over the loss. After of strange nightmares, Malkius, you woke with a very strange ring around your hand, your palm, your right palm.
The black spot.
Daylight comes. The black spot, indeed, yes. Well, more like a black ring. It's not like a black like filled in bowl. So they like comes in, fresh air sort of flows through the open windows in your area, in your the corridors along the rooms that were allocated to you, Malkias. And as you all begin to slowly wake up, Malkias already being awake. A dog barks. Oh.
What?
That was weird.
with-
We haven't played anything, so just continue.
I will. As the three of you convene, come up to notice that Malkias has been up most of the night. He reeks of wine and alcohol and sitting up. His eyes are closed, as is due to the fact that he is obviously devoid of life. Kira, you're the first to walk in the room, followed by Ingrad. Two of you see him, Malkias, still awake.
Hello. You see RatRod's body just like still like seated beside me.
Oh yeah, it is it.
Shit, where was I?
You were sleeping in the next room, and you had woken. You went over to where Malkias was sitting at.
What time is it?
I
It's
checked my watch.
It's roughly about 8 to 9 o'clock in the morning. It's about 8:30 in the morning. You guys had difficulty amount of sleep, difficult time sleeping rather, due to the event that transpired the previous night. But you still managed a long rest, and you may have lost your points. You may have lost. You would have promptly regained. By the way, you've all leveled up to level 3, and if you all made the necessary adjustments to your.
I don't
condition?
regain hit points because I didn't take a long rest. I took a short rest.
Correct. But did you lose anything?
No.
Okay. But also but you do heal with a short rest, just not as much as a long rest. Long rest, I believe, is everything,
Not a full
and then short rest.
Yes.
Correct. So, yeah, the three of you, it doesn't take long before the three of you realize that the only thing that you guys need to think of right now is what you plan to do with the body.
We will.
Unless you choose to leave it there.
We will give a Vikings funeral.
I kind of want to just like taxidermy him and keep him.
No, we shall give him a Vikings funeral.
We could eat him.
Yeah, that's me.
It's a good way of honoring the dead.
You guys hear the sound of rain begin to patter once again as the morning.
Holy shit! It's raining a lot.
Yeah. Usually around between December to mid-spring, which is roughly around March, April. It rains once every couple of days, something every day, depending on the location. And
Oh wow.
you guys notice that it's not as bright outside as it usually is on morning daylight, especially in Good North, where getting bright lights from the sun so high up in the sky in the tall buildings would be so easy. But somehow you feel like the weather is befitting to the situation you guys are currently in. What do you guys want to do?
Any messages from Daniel?
Say again?
Any messages from Daniel?
None so far.
So what are we gonna do now? Ingrad asked Kira and Malkius.
Did you have any family? Do you know?
Wait, you mean fuck, I keep forgetting Iqbal's dead name.
RatRod.
RatRod, okay. Not, you mean RatRod? Not that I know of.
Do we know where the what kind of gnome was he?
He was a rock.
Do you know
Yeah.
where the rock gnome community is?
Not you, but I would say Ingrad, you could make an intelligence check to see if you can remember.
I got an 8.
No modifiers?
Nope.
You think for a while, trying to remember if there were any. You know, there are some gnome clusters here and there. You're not too sure the specifications of the species, but RatRod seemed to be the only gnome that looked the way he looked in terms of color and facial features. I can't really remember if there are any other like gnomes that look like him that you know of in the area, at least. I will say you might it's a possibility that someone might know. Perhaps if you were to ask somebody, they might know if there are clusters of gnomes equivalent to that of the species of RatRod in the
Well,
area.
Danny told us to bring the body to him, so
He did say that.
guess we'll do that then.
Oh, he did say that?
He did.
I never remember. Sure.
I've rewatched that VOD like twice.
Oh my god, okay.
It was a good one. Okay. Are we all in agreement to? Are all three of you in agreement to bring the body to Danny?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you guys want to do?
I'm carrying him.
I'm gonna pack my stuff
Okay.
and follow Malkius.
Ingrad?
Yes. Sorry. Yeah, I agree that we should bring him to Benny, his dead body.
Alright. It doesn't take me long to you guys to pack up, pick up your things, put on your necessary clothing, and gather your equipment. You guys, who's gonna be taking the body with them?
Me.
Okay. You lift up the body, it's very light. Are you gonna carry him as is? Do you want to wrap him up or anything?
I'll wrap it up.
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
Wrap him in the vomit that we vomited a few sessions ago.
How?
Okay, you guys, it takes some time, but you guys managed to wrap his small body up. You tie it up more strangely. You pick up the body Malkius. It's quite light in your arms. And you don't feel the strain or need to put him down or take rest as you pick him up. Not too long after the three of you leave the comfort, the shelter of the building into the rain. It's not very heavy in directly where you guys are, and there's some sheltered walkways where you guys are at currently. As you begin to head in the direction of Danny, Kira, you feel a buzz on your wrist. You look up, you see it's a message from Mr. Ramirez.
From what?
From Mr. Ramirez, you received a
Okay.
message.
Okay. What does it say?
The message says, I heard what happened. Meet me as soon as you can. That's all.
Alright, let's go to Ramirez first then.
Yeah.
You changing course?
I thought that
Yep.
to the both of them.
I like Ramirez way more than I like Danny.
I know.
Oh, drama.
Alright. Mr. Ramirez's house is much nearer, as opposed to Danny's sort of base that he resides in with his son and his associate. And within about an hour, you guys managed to get to the outskirts of the building. You head in and up the few floors that you remember. Ingrad, to make mention, you've never met this Mr. Ramirez before. And you're simply following along, but you haven't really a clue as to why you're meeting this person. You don't know who he is exactly. And from your perspective, as you guys reach a specific flooring and Kira and Malkius walk to a room. Ingrad, as you enter the room, you notice there's just, it's a complete mess of an area. There's papers in the area. There's gadgets, intricates, all sorts of like devices, and there's like beeping lights and whatnot here and there. A bunch of buttons to be touched as well. As you pass through this small room and you enter what would seem like a laboratory, you see a man, older man with grayish hair, who is slouched over, and he can tell he's writing something on a piece of paper, as in what it seems. The three of you are outside the door right now.
Hello.
Oh, that was a lot faster than I expected. He notices the body in your head. Oh, didn't think you were gonna bring him here.
I thought that's what you told. I thought that's what you wanted.
Oh, I just wanted you guys to come here as soon as you could.
Oh.
Regardless, it's no worries. Just he tries to like figure out like where to, and he says, "Just put the body outside." I don't think I want to see it right now. He pulls out a couple of stools and has you all sit down. And he comes over and he sits at the table directly in front of you guys. Ingrad, you notice this man is quite old. His face is full of wrinkles. He has these small glasses on his face. And the glasses have chains attached to them to ensure it doesn't fall off his head as he does reading and whatnot. As he sits down to speak to you all, he looks at Ingrad first. He says, "Don't think I met you. Are you the other one?"
What do you mean the other one?
Well, I've met these two. The other one I've met, and then you're the last one. That's the buzzer, the
Yes.
last buzzer.
Pretty much.
It's a simple yes/no question. Are you the last buzzer? Okay, very well. You're the last buzzer. Looks at the three of you collectively. Says, "May I ask, just out of curiosity, how did it happen?"
Wolves.
Wolves.
Yes.
Were you attacked?
Yes.
Is there no other explanation?
We died trying to level up. He died trying to level up. That's all we could say.
That's meta game. Uh,
He died trying to strengthen himself.
yes.
Trying to learn the ways of combat.
Yes. Nice save, bro.
He died doing what he loved.
Well, my brain cannot take this too much right now. Let me just cut to the chase of why I asked you guys to come here. First things first, please bring the body to Danny. I'm sure he will get things sorted with the funeral if you guys choose
Yes,
to have
yes.
that.
Carry on. What did you want to see us for?
Well, just a bit of a warning. This is between these four walls, and I mean that with deadly intention. You need to ensure that whatever I'm about to tell you does not leave these walls. Is that clear between the three of you? Yes or no?
Yep.
Is your friend the dead one? He along with, I'm sorry, I never got your name. He's pointing to Ingrad right now. I never got your name. You are
Ingrad.
Ingrad. Okay, very well. Ingrad. From what I've heard, you as well as your late associate went on to complete a mission in one of the towers. Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
You went on a mission with, and I imagine you would remember that you guys found a specific substance there.
Yeah.
Do you remember what substance that was?
Blood. That's all we remember. Can I roll an insight check?
You mean something like this? I pull out the fluid I got from Fundoshi.
Yeah.
Not semen. A different kind of fluid.
Oh.
Haha, yes.
Yes, you can roll an insight check. But what the insight check for? 10?
Sorry. The liquid. Hello.
To remember if he knows what's the limit.
I think
Yes,
Jacob's
I can hear
Discord
you.
is
Well,
is screwing up. Never mind.
That's
It is to remember the substance.
Is it?
That should be just a base intelligence check, but it's up to Jacob.
That's an intelligence check, not an insight check. Base intelligence check.
But for
Yeah, it would be
Malkius saved you
intelligence
already,
check.
so you're good.
Insight check would be to insight on what he's trying to.
Yeah, like yeah.
What is it like? Like you're sensing his motive. That's the different.
Yeah.
Right. Malkius, you pull out the bottle. He looks at it and he says, "Wait, there were more."
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Malkius, there was more. There's more in there. Hello? Guys, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, it's your Discord that's dying.
Okay. You're. Oh, I'm
Yep.
I'm
Okay, now
delaying,
you're coming
yeah.
off.
Yeah,
He
you're dead.
died.
Pretty good.
He died. Doing what he loves.
He did. You dead, motherfucker. You dead.
F. He F'd.
His internet sucky today.
He gonna DDoS by D&D himself.
You good, Kaz?
He
Oh.
dead, he motherfucking dead. He fucking dead, man. He fucking
Hello?
dead.
Yep, can
Hello.
hear you.
Jesus, I'm sorry.
Okay, that's the. Okay.
Let's just redo that again. He looks at Malkius. Wait, there was more.
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Could I? May I?
Sure.
He takes the bottle from you, he opens it up and he checks inside. He immediately gets up, he walks around his table. He points his back to you guys, he's doing something with the bottle. A few minutes later, he turns around, he walks back to you empty-handed, he says, "Thank you. Well, the fact that there's more troubles me a little bit. Well, he did give me this," and he pulls out the triangular, device that you guys had seen prior. And RatRod had passed it to him before his death. So Mr. Ramirez says he says he passed me this during after the puppet show. This right here, I don't think any of you know what it is. And he puts it on the table. For the first time, Malkius and Qian, you guys get a good look at it. It is a triangular shaped, sort of flat chip. It's roughly about like half an inch thick. And there's like 3 dots in the middle of it. So picture a triangle, there's a circle in the middle of the triangle, and on the circle there are 3 dots that form a triangle, a smaller triangle inside. 1 dot is red, 1 dot is blue, 1 dot is green. Red, blue, and green. And he places it on the table. And it's no more than like half your palm size. And he says, "You see, this device here is of great interest to me, at least. Now, I think it would be necessary if, from here on out, you do not make mention of this device to anybody, including Danny.
What is
Not
it?
that I have." Roll a persuasion check for me, Feroz.
It's a 17.
17?
Yep.
He paused for a moment. You sort of notice like hesitation. I would say Ingrad make an insight check while that's happening. He looks at you, he says, "This is what is called a trinket."
I got an 8 for.
An 8?
Yeah.
Something tells you that he is scared of this device, as opposed to just not wanting to share these things with you guys. Just a feeling.
How do you spell that?
Triggit. A trinket. He continues. He says, "Well, this device is broken. This one specifically. But the fact that this has been found on the side of whatever Ingrad and your dear friend RatRod had witnessed that night brings a lot of troubling fears."
What does it do?
Takes for a while. He walks back to one of his walls, and you notice him pull down a slider, and in this slider there's about like 5 or 6 files and shelves, and he takes out the files, and behind the files there's a small, almost like a pamphlet. He takes the pamphlet out and he walks over to you guys. He opens it up. He displays it on the table. Now in it is a bunch of just random drawings and sketches of like weird mechanical like creatures and parts of arms and like a tail, and all sorts of like wordings that you cannot really understand. In fact, what are the languages that you guys speak other than common? Read rather, not speak. All three of you.
Wouldn't read and speak be the same?
This is reading right now, specifically reading.
I know, but in terms of languages known, reading and speaking is the same skill. For 5e.
That's fair. Well, I guess it depends on the race that you're playing, but yeah, you all can. I think
Common,
yeah,
Elvish, and Abyssal.
Common, Elvish, and Draconic.
Nope. Ingrad?
Sorry?
What languages do you speak?
Oh, Orcish and the common language.
Orcish?
Yes, Orcish.
No, none of you guys can discern what this language is.
I asked Ramirez, what language is it?
This is deep speech.
Ah,
You see, this was written about 50 or so years ago. This is a very old pamphlet. It describes the
language of the aboleth.
It describes the use of a technology that was created specifically to end the wars. He paused for a while. You noticed him walk back to his table. He's not doing anything, he's just standing at his table. He puts his hand to rest on the table. And he says, I played a part in the creation of this technology. In fact, I was the founder. He turns around, he says, for now, if you see any more of these, or the substances that you guys, well, the two of you had previously found during that night mission, report it to me and me alone immediately.
What are
Do
the
not hesitate.
What's the substance?
Please do not hesitate.
What's the substance?
You see, we the Triadic Wars, the wars between the civils, and loss. Because of this, we civils needed a higher power, something that could help us end the war, something that could give us an edge to prevent all of civilian life from going straight to hell. In light of that, some of the best scientists in the Northern Americas came together and we created a diabolical creature made of liquid metal. It's an alloy that has never been named. Even I don't know the essence of it. But using this versatile metal, we created this hybrid creature of mech, of beast, and of civil combined. A hybrid so powerful, the only name that could have possibly been enough to describe it would have been the name that we gave it. The demons. After a long squabble, Demon Tech was buried, and for years no one has seen it out. The fact that the two of you had found this trinket up in that light source, I shudder to think of it.
So is the trinket part of the demons?
Describing the science behind it is beyond my knowledge. I simply funded half of it and I did most of the admin work. I was the accountant back then.
So remind me
As I-
again what the trinket is, as far as you know.
As far as I know, the trinket was used to summon the demons.
Do you know
All
what
that
it is?
substance spread around that room that you had collected for us came from, most likely, this trinket here. He hold it up for you guys.
Do you know how it works?
Like I said, I was an accountant and I still am.
The book you showed us. What?
I can't speak deep speech for the life of me. I've tried learning, it's too difficult. Look,
Do you
I
know what it entails? Like, do you know what it says generally?
just demon tech and how it functions, how it works, what it can or cannot do, and what happens if. Do you know where the howlers come from?
No,
Any of you?
I'd love to know.
You see, the demons are not a creature. They're not a mechanical mind. They're not anything other than the ones that control them. To control a demon, you must successfully harness the powers of, well, the willpower, rather, of civils, of the beasts, of the mechs. Only with perfect harmony will you be able to summon a demon. Conjure would be the word. There was when I accompanied one such fellow.
Could you repeat that you cut off?
Sorry. Am I good now?
Yeah, just okay.
Well,
I know it's for dramatic
Yes?
effect, but your Mimi's voice, the frequency is too low for your mic to
Sorry.
like consistently.
There was a time when I was not that young, and I helped a boy conjure one of these demons, and that boy became a hero for good North, good South, and all of Las Vegas. The sacrifice that boy made has set a foundation for how this city lives. The things the demons did to his mind, to all of those children, to all of those people. You think the Howlers were creatures of evil? Ghouls? They were people too.
Surely were.
Oh.
Can only give you too much information if I fear what you might do with it. I've only met you, 2 days ago. However, I will say this. Right now, specifically and only to this, and everything that I've just told you, and he shows you all the trigger. This information is between us. I do not care if anybody else joins your crew. I don't care if Danny wants to know what I've told you about. No one, not a single soul, should know about this. If there's information that the demons are back, goes into the wrong hands, this whole city could be leveled.
Then why are you telling this to us?
Well, because your dirty hands found it. And I wasn't going to tell it to you, I was going to tell it to your friend who was in the bag over there. But shit happened. Please be safe. Bring the body to Danny. He's not as bad as he seems. Just perhaps not dispose of the body. I'm sure he might have a way to preserve.
I bring Malkius to the side and I ask him, do you wanna show Mr. Ramirez about the black ring around, like on his palm?
Oh, you noticed.
Yes, I noticed, but I don't know if he knows anything about it.
Sure, why not? Hey, Mr. Ramirez,
Yes.
look at this.
But
And I point my finger at him, and initially it could be perceived as like me flipping him off.
Okay.
But then he sees the mark. What do you make of this?
Cool tattoo.
Thanks.
All right.
Like,
Am I supposed to know something?
had a
Did
weird
one of your
dream about this creepy ass girl with a hole in her hand.
You had a dream about a creepy ass girl with a hole in it.
There's anything about a small little girl dressed in red with a hole in her hand? Is there anything in you?
Son, I know a lot about the streets here. I don't know everything.
Just checking.
Is this little girl bothering you?
You could see that.
no, he seems to be morphing into shadows and stuff.
I wouldn't concern yourself too much about it, Mr. Ramirez.
Very well.
Wait, did
anything
you all
else?
had the dream?
No, it's just me.
Just you only. So
Yeah.
I don't know that.
Yeah. No, the dream
Oh,
came from Mortis only, yeah.
Well, I'm having a dream,
Oh,
bro.
okay.
Oh, you're having a, you're having a dream life.
A long ass dream.
Fucking swaying around with the archfey, having a great time. Anything else? Any other
No.
tattoos you want to show me?
Funny you should mention it. No, I'm kidding. I'll leave.
Jeez. Ingrad, before you go. This is after the two of you have walked out. Ingrad, he calls you. He grabs you by the shoulder, he says, could you do me a favor? I believe RatRod didn't come to you stating the names of family or any relatives. I will say the house that he was petitioned to. Just do me a favor and go there. There might be someone that perhaps would want to know of his death. Hello?
You got that, bro?
You're dead, cuz. Jaren? Jaren gone? Hello?
Rip.
Hello?
Oh,
Did
there
you
you
get
go.
that, bro?
Hello?
Sorry. My Discord cut off last minute, so sorry. Hello?
Did you hear what I said?
No, so.
Oh,
Ah!
what's the last thing you heard? What's the last thing you heard?
I don't know, you cut off a lot. Like, a lot.
Just repeat what you said,
can't
like,
even- you
few seconds
mentioned this
ago.
now.
Ah, fuck my balls!
Before
Mr. Ramirez has
Yeah,
wants you to go talk to RatRod's people.
Me? Solo?
he's sending you the location of where RatRod was housed at for the number of years that RatRod was living alone.
So,
Said that
only
I-
me or with, Kira, they all?
It's up to you.
He told you it's up to you if you want to bring your friends or not. He's not saying that you should go alone. He's just telling you because he feels that Malkius and Kira bent up with something else than both. And he figured he'd want to tell you.
Okay. I relayed this information to Malkius and Kira also.
Very well. I'm assuming you guys leave, or you guys want to stay?
We
Anything
bring RatRod to Danny first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who is gonna be leading?
Me, I guess.
What?
Go ahead and make a
I don't know.
survival check for me, please.
Okay.
First. Are you gonna be carrying the body as well?
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna want to have to roll a Constitution check as well.
Okay, my survival, I got 60 plus 1, 17.
Very well.
My constitution
Yes, not the saving throw, just the check.
is 18 minus 1, 17.
Very well. With ease, although the rain is quite tarnishing to travel here and there, on and about. You guys do manage to get to Danny's place roughly mid-afternoon, around 2 to 3 o'clock. And you get to the outskirts of the hotel. You haven't seen anything out so far. The rain usually puts away most of the beasts, save for a few cats here and there that you notice, but too far away to affect your journey. And with the keen eyes of Malkius leading you on, you don't fall into any trouble whatsoever. Unless I'm mistaken, you were looking for trouble, which I'm guessing you weren't.
Not particularly, no.
Yeah. So you guys
I
get.
wasn't making any real effort to
I see.
like avoid it.
No worries. Whatever it is, you don't come across anything. And in due time, you guys reach the hotel of the ones that used to be a hotel that you've known Danny to usually reside in. As you enter the place, the usual few guards call you up. They recognize who you are. They allow you in. One of the guards, who is the Minotaur that you guys saw the last time, says, what do you got in your hands?"
It's our dead friend.
I thought it was a present.
Not for you.
Okay. Well, what are you here with your dead friend for?
You'd see Danny.
With your dead friend?
What?
With your dead friend?
Yes,
That's kind of sad.
it is.
I'm sorry your friend's dead.
Can we see Danny?
Thank you.
Yes, yeah, here. And he leads you guys up the main stairwell, about 10 to 15 floors up. And you guys come out to the familiar ballroom areas of where you guys originally had your first meetup. And he brings you to the back room that you guys were at, followed by a few more turns and lefts and rights. And he brings you guys to a room, and as you open up the room, you notice there's Danny in the room. He's seated down in this sort of meeting table. There's about like 9 or 10 chairs, a bunch of people. Some are old, some are young. And they're seated about, you can see in the corner of the room, Danny's son, who is standing there with like a little push tray of like tea and assorted pastries. So as the door opens up, you see his face, the little boy's face light up. Hi. The room goes silent, and they all turn towards you guys.
I'm sorry, who's in the room?
There's about 9 chairs, 9 people. There's Danny. There's about 3 to 4 of the Good North elders that you met in the past. And there's the remaining people are just like different aged men and women.
Good morning.
Hello.
They all look at you all, and some of them nod. Danny turns around and says, hi, okay. And he looks back, he says, sorry, I need a moment. And he gets up and he says, cheer, come. And he brings you guys to another room where there's no one inside. There's a couple of chairs. He pulls out a table and he says, here, you can set it down here.
I said no.
Looks at you all and says, "How are you holding up?"
Fine.
Mr. Ramirez said that he wanted to meet you before anything happened. I'm assuming you met.
Yep.
Is that right? Is he alright?
He's fine.
Alright. Listen, I'm sorry this happened. I didn't. I apologize if I had an outburst that night as well. I was just too shocked at the news.
It's okay.
As I have mentioned in the past, this is a dangerous line of work.
It is.
I know this doesn't mean much, but you all will be compensated just a small amount to ensure that you guys understand that I mean well.
It's very kind of you.
You're welcome.
Got me for a second, I was like, wait, what?
His fucking cough just speaks. Like the clock stops moving, you're welcome.
Oh god. Mr. Ramirez said, based upon your some of the contacts that have been speaking to him, it seems that a lot more beasts and howlers have been shifting into Good North. That is a bit of a concerning thought. We are already scrambling a team for the Good North so that we can prep you all for Good South. However, his eyes avert towards the body. He says, "Seems you are now missing a friend, member. Well, he is not replaceable, I imagine, in your eyes. Yeah, I don't feel the same either.
I suppose he could. I mean, we've only known him 2 days.
But what I'm trying to get at is I am earnestly looking for another member for your team. We have a few options. A lot of them have, well, ghosted me. One does seem pretty keen. We're trying to get him here as soon as possible. I would love for you to meet him, but not today. As of now, for today, for tomorrow, would you all like to take the days off? Perhaps get your bearings, or
That'd be nice.
I don't.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Alright. It would be about a week before the replacement gets in. I'll just. Would you like me to give you the whole week, or is that too long? I'm not good with.
When's our next assignment?
Whatever you guys wish. When do you guys want your next assignment?
Sure, we'll have a week. I'm
Very
okay
well.
with a week. See
Wait,
what my mates think.
How many more days until the actual like opening thing? Yeah.
What's that? Actually, well,
'Cause-
you guys will be sent to the Buzzer crew of Good North is meant to be sent to Good South. You guys have been scrambled early to prepare for Good South.
Yeah, we were prepared for
Good
like.
South will happen beginning of the year. So 1st January itself, you guys will be sent there.
But now it's what? What December?
So
what?
right now it is, I believe, the 12th of December. I believe.
Oh, okay. So we have a few more days until like 1st Jan. Okay, that's cool.
You guys still have about 2.5, 3 weeks.
I
Yeah,
just
but
want.
you-
I'm not forcing you guys, but I think you guys shouldn't take that long of a break because I want you guys to like farm for money, bro. We need a lot of money.
Oh, okay.
You guys need a lot, bro.
Yeah.
We don't know how Jacob's currency works.
Buzzer work is your main line of occupation. Of course, there are other ways of finding money, but that's up to you.
I have my ways of finding money.
Yes.
I will say, this is as Denny. I will say, in the meantime, if I can give you guys a week before the next assignment, but I will give you guys this bit of information. Perhaps maybe you could use it to help you guys prepare.
Sure.
The reason why you were all called buzzers is because you are designed to buzz. Like bees, you will go out, find honey, well, find nectar rather, and bring it back. The idea is for you to do the dirty work where necessary, the cleanup work where necessary, and while you're out there having a blast, to find whatever you can find and bring back. Now, this line of work could include stealth missions, it could include simple things as kickstarting generators, restarting servers, investigating strange occurrences, as well as the original idea for buzzing, which was to go into buildings and look for things that is really cool so that you can keep it, bring it back. If it's useful, it's useful. If it's not, it's not. Now I understand that some of you are leaning towards learning some magic and whatnot. I understand that completely. Don't worry, I'm a magic user myself. I'm sure you
want to learn magic, not like a wizard can.
He looks at you for a moment.
Unless I have a tutor.
Are you telling me? Are you telling me, or are you telling Danny?
No, I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah, I get that. He's saying this as like a blanket statement.
Oh,
He says, if you guys need equipment, components, anything at all, I'm sure you've met Cicely in the past. She will hook you up. She knows a lot. I believe Mr. Ramirez gave you a good place to drink at Malkius.
yes.
Please be careful. Take a bit more safety in hunting missions and whatever or not you guys were doing. I understand your intents. Don't worry, I do. Just things are getting a bit choppy. There are more beasts that are migrating into this areas, so it would be good to be watchful.
Indeed.
All right. I will give you guys a week. Take your time. Take your leaves. Take care of yourself. I have a meeting to be run.
Yes.
For now, keep the body here. I'll preserve him well, unless you have other intentions for the body to be buried or whatnot.
Well, what are you going to do with the body?
Well, as of now, it is not my right to decide whether or not we should resurrect him. If his spirit so chooses so, we have members of the elders that would be able to bring him back. Perhaps not now, but it is something that can be arranged over a long period of time.
But
If we bury him, the body might begin to decompose, and that'll make that difficult. If we
I'll
preserve
leave
him,
it in your hands.
very well. Point is, we'll preserve him. Don't worry. If you want a funeral, you let me know. The body is yours. As of now, I'll keep him in good care. I have to get back to my meeting. You guys decide that. You can message me later. Take care of yourselves. Goodbye. And she just walks out.
Bye.
Three of you are left inside.
Right, we should probably go to his house and see who's there.
Very well. Using the location given to you by Mr. Ramirez. In about another 3 to 4 hours, it's roughly about 4 o'clock now. 4 to 5. The rain is still trudging on. It has not stopped, has not given up yet. You guys finally make it to what seems like a bomb shelter at first sight. But upon closer inspection, you realize that it is properly barricaded. As you guys reach the outskirts of it, you look on the inside through the windows and whatnot. You don't see any movement, but there's like light sources on the inside. There is the door. There are a few unlocked windows. Your choice.
The door.
You try the door, it is locked.
I knock.
A few moments later, nothing happens.
Knock again.
The windows are unlocked, you say?
Some of them are.
Windows.
Alright, make a, you gonna try and enter quietly or just enter?
Just quietly.
Make a stealth check for me. What about the two of you? Qian and Ingrad, you following or no?
Oh, yes.
Go ahead and make stealth checks for me as well. The two of you.
11.
11?
Are you fucking my ass? I got 8.
3 8s, Jesus. Alright, but ace for passes. Kira? Jenny, you there? Mission? Tenying? Are you there? You are muted, by the way. In case you're wondering.
You is.
I'm gonna kill myself. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay, sure. 9. Alright. So 9, 8, 11. Nice. 3 of you enter as quietly as you can.
Wait, was he messaging you?
No, in roll 20.
Oh, right, we're in roll 20.
There you go. You guys step in, and as you close the window behind you as quietly as you possibly can, it's very dark. Very, very dark. And the only light source that you notice is coming from the floor. You notice the floorboards are a little bit loose, and you can see light just seeping through just gently. There's nothing in this area. As you walk,
Nothing?
you can As you guys step, you can hear you can feel the boards just like shift. Nothing else in the room. Just walls and loose floorboards. Hell,
This is RatRod's house, right?
This is the location that RatRod was said to be living in, yes.
That Ramirez gave us.
Yeah. You can't tell between the seeps of like the floor, the wooden planks of the flooring. There's like light coming through it. Almost like, you know, like that. And it's not very bright, but you can just, in certain areas, there's like this yellowish light that's coming through. And as you step, you can notice the planks are shifting a little bit as you step.
What does that mean?
Make an investigation check. 65.
18.
18. As you're looking across the floorboards, you notice that some areas when you step, it pushes up like further and further. And as you step further down the plank, it goes up and up. A lot of these wooden planks are not attached.
Oh.
And there's light coming from underneath. What do you want to do?
I investigate the light.
The light is coming from underneath the planks, quite further down. And you lean down, you try and like peer through. Make a perception check. As for Ingrad, are you there?
Yes.
Could you as well make a perception check while you are looking
Okay.
at the outside of the area?
I got a 17. No, 16, sorry.
16. Malkius?
10.
10. Ingrad, as you look out towards the one of the windows on the opposite side of the shelter, you see a face. It's a oval-shaped face, blank. There are no eyes. And it's just peering from the window just like that. It's not moving.
That's fucking creepy.
Either a mannequin or it's Slender Man.
Malkius, what did you get?
10.
10. You try and look through. Was that a shadow? You can't tell.
I call out.
What's that?
I call out to it.
How do you call out?
Is there anyone there?
Natural 20. Ingrad, as you're watching this face just like that in the window, the face cocks just as Malkius speaks. You see another face like slide from the other side of the window, like comes out like that.
That's fucking creepy.
Both of these faces have no eyes, and the nose seems to be pulled down. The rain continues to heavily pour.
Can I is there any barrier between me and it? The window, right?
There's about 3 meters, or well, about 15 to 20 feet wall, and then on the wall there's the windowsill. It's a very large windowsill, and you can see these two faces like formed already.
Can I knock on the windowsill to like try to chase them away?
Make another stealth check with disadvantage. While that's happening, Kira, I know you can't really speak right now. Could you just message what you're doing at the moment?
I got a 16. Jacob.
A 16. You walk quietly
with
over to the window.
disadvantage. Yeah.
Okay. You walk quietly over towards the window. You reach the window. You see. You know what? Fucking make a perception check. Disadvantage again. While that's happening, Malkius, you notice Ingrad walk up, but you don't notice why. You call out. You don't hear any reply.
I got a 7.
After a few brief moments, you hear. The wooden planks. Lift them up. Quietly. I hope they didn't cut off. Did you hear that?
Yep.
Okay. What did you get, Jaren?
7.
There are about 3 howlers just sitting directly outside this window.
Bruh.
2 of them are peering in, but they can't see because they're blind.
Okay.
But they heard a call out, and they're reacting to this call out. You can see the heads are beginning to shake. You can see the mouth slits begin to like open up a little bit, really small like fangs. The third one is laying down. This longer body. Its arms look like it's short and stubby.
What
And it
time
has
is
a bit
it?
of a belly. What time is it? It's about 4:45.
Huh. Not
And
nice
it's just laying like that. You can see its head just like cocking. Kira, you there? Is everything okay? For now, let's assume that she's being very quiet as well. What are you gonna do, Ingrad? You see these 3 howlers?
I'm
thing
just
with-
gonna. Can I sneakily make it back to Malkius?
Make another stealth check with disadvantage. While that's happening, Malkius, what do you do?
I think that voice was fucking creepy, and I'm not gonna do what it says.
I'm gonna go to 12. I got a 12.
12?
Hmm.
You quietly make your first, but you hear a small, and you stop for a second. You turn around, you catch your breath. What the howler is like? Its head movements are getting a bit more sporadic. but it's not doing anything yet. You don't hear anything either. You don't hear the normal wail. Malkius, now could you make a perception check?
Kira has no idea what's going on.
Oh dear. Okay, no worries. We should be done soon. No worries.
17.
17? So you said? 17?
Yep.
17. At this point, you now notice about 9 faces peering in from, like, 2 of the sides of this shelter. And you see them like peer in, sort of like come up from the seal, listen in, turn, and then sort of like shift away.
All faceless.
It's about 8 to 9.
All eyeless.
All eyeless. They are listening in very intently to the rain.
Now I go under the floorboards.
Make a stealth check while you begin to lift.
That is a natural 1.
As you
Plus
find
4,
this-
it's a 5.
Alright. As you find the section in the floorboards that seem to connect, you find some sort of leverage and you begin to lift up as quietly as you can. As you do, there's a sound. You stop for a second, you freeze in place. As light from underneath the floorboards begins to just pool out and about, and it shines really hard on one of the walls. You turn toward one of the walls and the windows where you saw some of the faces. The faces are no longer there. You turn to the other wall. The faces are no longer there.
I
You don't hear anything at all.
let's drop my dice.
As you look down under the floor planks, you see a small woman, very small woman, no more than your waist height, with a bit of bluish tint to her skin. She has white hair that's tied up to a braid. She's covered with this blanket. She's on her knees. She's holding her hand like this. She's biting onto her thumbs. She's not making a sound. You can tell she's shivering as well. She's looking directly at you as you look down. Ingrad, what do you do, seeing this?
The howler near me is he gone or is he still near me?
You can't see them through the window sill anymore. Ingrad, make one more perception check for me.
Okay. Ooh, yes, I got a 17. Oh!
Okay.
Malkius right now is fixated right now, just looking at this woman. And this whole thing takes about 3 seconds. But while he is staring at this woman intently, she's shivering. Out of brief hesitation, you just turn. You notice the windows are now clear, devoid of any faces. As you turn one round, you notice the door. Sorry, not the door. The window that you guys had crawled in through is still wide open. And you see a few fingers on different angles begin to just very quietly seep through. What are you guys gonna do?
I don't know yet.
Can I use my
An arm comes through. Another arm comes
Okay.
through. You see a head begin to pop up. What are you guys gonna do?
I pull out my mace, preparing for battle.
Make a stealth check as you pull it out.
20.
Malkius, what are you doing? 20? You pull it
I
out
don't-
quietly, no sounds.
I don't realize the Howler's situation, so I
Directly behind you, yes.
try
see
to
it.
talk to her.
What do you want to say?
First of all, what does she look like? Is she a gnome or?
She seems of similar species to RatRod. She is smaller, however. She's very old. Her skin is very wrinkled. White hair that's tied up into a braid on her side, and it comes down to about her waist level. She's covered herself in this blanket. The blanket's laid around the entire area. The lights are coming from these sort of like spotlights that are showing in different directions to give light to the room that she's in. She is on her knees, and she's begging you to be quiet. As you say,
I say, not loudly, but I'm not whispering either. I'm more like, who are you?
yeah. She's too afraid to answer. I will say, yeah. One of her fingers like points there. And she closes her eyes and she does this with her finger. And a small image appears and it says, please, come down or leave. They are coming in. And it disappears.
I turned around to look around.
As you turn around, you see what Ingrad is seeing. There are about 2 howlers that are already fully inside the room with you guys. They are roughly about 15 feet away. The light attracted them, and they are currently sort of crawling around the light. Let me show you guys on this. 1, 2. Edgar, you can be over here, because you're not too bad. I'm just gonna give you guys a quick,
Can you add my token?
roughly about. Token in.
Huh?
Shit.
No, my new token. I sent to Discord.
Okay, I'll do it later. After this. Malkius, you are here. Kira's right beside you looking in as well. Ingrad, you are here preparing. There's windows.
By the way, I can't really view it because yeah, my phone has troubles with rotating.
I'll take a
it up,
picture.
but thank
No
you.
worries. There's windows here. Windows here. 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 And then the door is here, which is locked at the moment.
Just
As you
watch
turn
my
around,
stream.
Malkius,
Where the Howlers?
yes, you see. Hold on. Let's see. 1, 2, load. Please load. Oh, there we go. See 2, 3, and this one's crawling through. This one's in. This one's on the ceiling. This one here is on the ceiling. This one is on the ceiling.
On
And
the
there
ceiling.
are and you're seeing about like a bunch of hands, like just like reaching like reaching over like this and crawling in. You can't even hear them. There's no sound being made. They are stalking their prey, but they don't know what prey is there.
Okay, I'm gonna roll
They're pulling in fast.
a wisdom saving throw for myself to see what I do. Is that okay?
Very well.
Okay. Out of fear and surprise, I launch Like I just turned around and I saw the howlers like this close to me, and I managed to stifle a scream.
Okay.
But I do.
Do it, man.
So I don't alert everyone, but I do send out a surge of force from my hand.
Immediately, you release it without even thinking. The black radiant smoke just bursts out of your fingers and it slams into, I imagine, which one? This one here? Or this one?
The one on the ceiling, I think that'd be the most terrifying.
You shoot the one at the ceiling.
Yeah.
Immediately this purplish, grayish energy sort of bursts out of your fingers and it glows just a little bit, and the heat from it just grazes past your left ear, Ingrad. You watch as this energy just crashes into the three. Could you go ahead and roll for me, please? An attack roll.
Uh, 23.
23. That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
13.
It crashes into the creature. Its hand, as it's like on the wall, its arm is just like that, and it immediately falls flat on its back, directly in front of you, Ingrad.
Oh no, that's not good.
Immediately, all three halt. All the fingers start moving.
I mutter.
No
Fuck.
sound. The second you say "fuck," crash, 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 crash. All the windows just explode open. Just fucking.
Nice.
All the windows just crash, crash, crash open, and immediately they begin pulling in. Malkius and Kira, the last thing you see is this woman covering her face with her hand. You can see tears just pooling down her cheeks. As about 2 to 3 dozen howlers begin raiding the shelter.
3 dozen?
2 to 3 dozen. From what you take.
Jesus Christ!
I think you all need
And
to
that's
roll
what
up
we're
your
gonna stop.
character shit.
That's where we're gonna stop for the night. Because it's about 12 o'clock.
Fucking hell. 24 fucking howlers.
You gonna join me,
field.
boys. You guys gonna join me.
Yes, I love all the different variations. Yeah, some outside as well.
How dare you guys fight howlers without me?
This is RatRod taking revenge. And that's all you see for now. And we will. If you all may just give me a quick roll.
It's only like
and we'll
it's only
do
like
next
5
session
PM.
with your roll.
Why are they out this early?
We don't know. Let's have you roll so quick for initiative. We're not going to be doing combat tonight, it'll take way too long. In the
18.
next session. 18. Kira, could you do me a favor, roll initiative? Ingrad as well.
Right, man, I'm just gonna stay here, bro.
18. Okay, wait, so that means the two of you roll the same thing. Could you. I think Tenning's dex is higher, so she's going to go first in combat.
Yeah.
So it'll be Kira. Afterwards, Ingrad, you there? Jen?
Yes.
Could you roll me your initiative roll, please?
Okay. 18.
18. Oh, wow. What's your dex? Modifier? No, not modifier,
Dex
sorry.
is
Your
plus
ability
1.
score. Your ability score.
Oh, 13, 13, 13.
13,
Okay.
Malkius?
My dex 14.
Yeah. 14. So first, okay, then last will be okay. Ingrad, followed by the Howlers, and for the woman, last.
So what's the initiative order?
It'll be Kira first, it'll be Malkius afterwards, Ingrad, the Howlers, and then finally the lady. Alright, we're gonna kick that off next, hopefully either next week or somewhere after. Maybe, I think, perhaps one of these days. We'll see, we'll see. Anyways, point is, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill myself.
By the way, I'm in a very similar situation as Iqbal, so I don't know when the fuck I can actually like.
Oh,
play it,
okay,
like.
okay, sure, no worries, no worries. We'll get up. Allah.
Thanks.
Oh, that's a nice amount of suspense for you guys to wait on.
Oh, fuck your mom, dude. Fuck your mom.
Okay, this is the house of
Alright, we'll send you.
Alright.